All right, good morning everybody. Welcome to episode 20 of the RedClean Weeklies. Sean, be careful because you're about to trip over a bench. This week you'll find us in starting a big job in St Albans. John's been nursing this along for about 9 months now. So we've eventually got the go ahead. We got our lads down here, a couple of mupes down here to get us the height we need. Yeah, we're going to be down here for a while, so I should think you're going to see quite a lot more of St Albans. We're going to get our teeth into it and get cracking with it. We're going to go up to Real Kleen in Leighton Buzzard. They're our heroes when it comes to machine faults and machine errors. We get our pressure washers and that from them, and they maintain our machines that we use when we're out cleaning. Always very quick to turn around the problems and get them sorted for us. So yeah, we picked up a hybrid pressure washer from them. Top-notch bit of kit, you'll see that on the video. Then we're back up in central Milton Keynes. You probably see on one of the previous videos that we done a lot we're cleaning a lot of coping stones going around the building and the facades of the building. There was some areas that we couldn't get to around the back because they hadn't put the glazing in yet. And obviously, yeah, no glass, particularly inside of the building. We couldn't do the work that we were supposed to be doing. So we're back up there finishing that off. And yeah, obviously, as always, the windows are running along behind the scenes. And that's about it from us this week. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please click and subscribe. Any feedback would be much appreciated. Have a good week. Thank you.
Now.
Right, everyone. So here we are in Leighton Buzzard.
Go on, lead us in. Leighton Buzzard. Got my bearings wrong then.
Here we are in Ipswich.
Hang on, Sean. First problem. Did get a service last week. Normally kicks in by now, doesn't it?
Yeah. It normally kicked in about 3 minutes ago.
And the tap's turned on. No sooner does the truck work, the tap turns on as well. Mondays, oh yeah, God, you got to stay here now, Brady. I don't know what everyone was worrying about, because Paul's on it, he is. Ain't that bad. Right, well, first panic over. Now we can start all over again. We'll get away from this lot anyway. So yeah, we're down at last in St Albans. So obviously you've seen the site behind us. It's been a long time coming. Been working away trying to get this one over the line really for pushing about 9 months. So yeah, Rome weren't built in a day. Everything don't happen overnight, but eventually we got there. We got all the lads on site this morning. Induction's done. We've got a lovely little Oasis unit there, so the guys have got a bit of luxury this week. But as you see from all the test patches and the work we've been doing, we're going to start on the higher elevations now. We've obviously got our mute. We've got Paul obviously all on the iPath, ready to go. We'll get out of their way. So as you see, so it's you got powder coated limestone. You got all the coping stones. You got aluminium framework, the balconies, render windows. You got a load of surrounding walls. There's a lot going on. Utilising a load of our cleans, a load of our services. And obviously initially using the what he's heating up now, the superheated water systems. Obviously, we've got using the soft wash systems, van mount as well. So initially, yeah, we'll be steaming the facades, and then obviously, yeah, we've got sodium hypochlorite to eliminate some of this sort of organic growth, so the organic matter. So we're ready to go. I mean, I'm just glad we're here. We're underway. The lift was scaring us slightly then. Not the lift, sorry. The truck and the machinery obviously didn't really want to start. I think the boys thought they were going to get an early finish on day one, but thank God it's all up and running now. So let's leave them to it. Well, you'll be following around all day. You're off. I'm off now. Leave them to it. All induction's done. Obviously, everything's heavily, orientated around the rams, the risk assessment, method statement. Everything's all prepped already, and it'll be good to see the residents' responses. So now it's time for me to find more lovely work like this for them afterwards. So let's go, man. Let's go.
No spray. Everything. Last time I was here, I was ill.
You were also ill.
I was ill. But today, again, I'm back here. I'm ill.
Are you always ill?
My immune system's rubbish. Rubbish. But
You need to
we man up
man up.
and we keep going.
Yeah.
We've got no time to be ill. No time. Guys, we've got to sit the kettle on. There's a kettle in there.
I have stuck it on, but I don't think there's any milk.
Good thing there's a shell garage over there.
Shell
Petrol
garage
station
right
over there. You got some water? Get some milk and some sugar. Coffee. Good lad. He's a good lad, isn't he?
He's like John.
Yeah, that's what we love our John.
Brady, do you want to help Harry with them yellow hoses? Untangle them. You get them in a straight line and you'll see what ends we've got on them.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be starting in any hurry. We've got a lot to set up and flat around with.
Start tomorrow, innit? New day.
Anyone got epileptic, colourblind, diabetic or prescription drugs?
We've come down to Real Kleen today. This is Rob.
Yeah, of course you can,
We've
yeah.
come down to pick up a brand new pressure washer. We've
mate,
been
right
using
at the
Real
back on
Kleen
the
for a
right-hand
few
side.
years now. Any time we get any grief with any of our machines, they're quick enough to help us out, to help us fix them. Yeah, quality bit of kit. We can put it with a hot box and use it for steam, or we can use it cold. But yeah, it's just another bit of weapon in our armoury that's needed as well. I mean, we need 4 machines out at the same time, and at the minute we're using 3. So yeah, now we can get the yeah. So yeah, needs must.
Looks fresh, doesn't it?
Yeah, see how long it lasts like that for though. Soon be caked in mud and bleach, and Rob's just going to show the lads what needs to be done, how to look after it.
So do you put these together, Rob, yourself?
We do, yeah. So we build these machines. We build 2 options. This is our sort of preferred choice of the 2 machines we build. So this machine is 15 litres a minute at 250 bar operating pressure. So they're a bit of an animal. We used to buy these types of machines in from supplier, but we decided to put them together ourselves, just with slightly different pumps and things. But long shot is these are sort of an older style interpump, but they sort of pack a bit more grunt than the newer style pumps that interpump put out today. So we've tried to sort of put what we feel is the best of the best together to give you the best outcome, really. So
A hybrid.
absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
It looks gorgeous. I don't know too much about.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, it's they're all very similar out there, but we just feel like, say, with the components we put together on this machine, we're getting the best of.
Well, it is quality components going on the machine. It's going to help us carry out our quality work, isn't it?
So what I'm going to do, let's just get a bit more water in there. I will just quickly, before we let you go, if I just quickly build up a turbo lance for this machine, because then we can show that as well, which is where this thing really gets its kick. And
Yeah, as long as I'm leave here by 2, I've still got 20 minutes anyway.
Oh, fine. Yeah, 2 minutes, mate. Let me just build that together for you then.
Thank you. Got to do my dance now.
They would advise about 90 degrees. Yeah, it's, as you know, because they're ceramic inside, anything like that too hot and stuff, it will just damage the ceramic, and then they'll stop spinning and sorry.
Yeah, so 50 metres of hose is enough to get round that building for what we need for tomorrow, isn't it? Because I can just wheel that round and set it up by the standpipe, can't I?
Do you want to put a standpipe in the back of the van now?
No, because you've got to order 2 bins today, some point, to collect in the morning at Wickes.
I can just pick them up.
Can you? What, in the morning? Or? I mean, I can pick them up in the morning, I just need the money to pick them up and just give them the...
Well, if Chris won't be at the unit by the time you get back though.
Get him to leave money in the tin or something just for 2 bins. How much are they?
Well, you need them for tomorrow.
Yeah, because Paul's got everything else down.
Rob can do us a container here for 30 quid, better than the fucking bins, and he'll put a stopcock in
They're
it
not
as
on
well.
wheels though, that's the only thing.
We'll take one.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah. All right, sorted. No, nice one.
Sorry, bear with.
All right, mate, in a bit.
You reckon Smith's is sitting down there under these top buttons?
Yeah, they'll be sweating. Got to speculate to accumulate.
How much did he break the V's up anyway, Rob?
Say again, sorry.
How much did Aaron break the V's up?
How much did you break it?
Yeah.
Do you know what? It was one of them that was a bit of a nightmare, because the seals and valves had failed in the pump.
Yeah.
And then we put it back together, and then your unloader valve was occasionally sticking, which means you're sitting bypassing. So obviously you've got an unloaded repair kit from Vita, but not all the bits we needed were in there. Yeah. So in the end they couldn't supply the bits we needed, so hence why they sent you a pump.
So it's because of wear and tear then? Is that one alright?
It's a bit of everything, yeah, it's a bit of everything.
Is that one alright to go in the van then?
Mainly Aaron, no.
Yeah, by all means, yeah, if you want to get rid of that one. Right.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, we'll just have a little just demo of the machine in action.
Let's go around the right way. Two hands on that one, mate.
powerful, man.
One sec. So, have a go with this one quickly. Watch your eyes when you have a go with this.
That's powerful. Even that one was.
Yeah, that's nothing. You wait to go with this. Obviously, this. Just be mindful with your eyes with this, because this will pull the concrete up.
Right, no worries.
And obviously, because it's a tub nozzle, just make sure you don't bang it on the floor and stuff. But just be watching, so have a bit more kick to it.
I'll hold it that way then.
Yeah.
That's powerful, man.
That's what I was kind of trying to say to Steve, is that come down and have a go with it, because that other one you were looking at, it won't be half the animal this is.
Just while we're actually here, more in
Turbines on the floor.
how often do I have to be serviced?
50 hours first service, then thereafter it'll be 100 hours.
It's
So-
going to be coming down on Wednesday.
Thereafter.
Right, I can see it.
Yeah, fine. We'll get it. For instance, if you let me know when you're coming in, we'll get it turned around in an hour or so. If we know you're coming, you can get it, you know, like you normally do with a big van, get here first thing in the morning, we'll get the guys straight on it and get it back within an hour or so.
Well, you're going to need service before you take it down on Thursday, aren't you?
How many hours are you going to be using that for? That'll be
We'll
about.
be up the city tomorrow, 3 days steaming basically, so it's going to be going, so you might as well get it done after then.
Did you say you want, obviously that's a 10 metre that comes with it standard. Did you want additional 220s?
220s,
Yeah, on the course quick release. So
yeah, well it's only going to be for this machine. So.
yeah, fine. Okay, cool.
No. All good.
Perfect, thank you. That will just go onto your inlet hose.
Just be
Jubilee
careful
clip
you
on
don't
there.
get smashed out off the sides.
And then literally we can just leave the tap on.
That's
and
it.
Just stop running
Exactly.
through.
Yeah, like a toilet, it will just fill up on demand then.
Wicked. Cool.
So yeah, they're just it's a nice little thing. I'll clean it up for you. I'll get some
You know, not to buy bins anymore.
Yeah, no,
What it
nice one.
costs for 20 quid a bin.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's handy to have.
All right, well, Rob, I'm going to have to shoot
Yeah, no
anyway,
problem,
mate. So,
mate.
yeah, thanks very
No, I
much.
appreciate that.
And,
No worries.
Always a pleasure, never
Yeah,
a chore.
thank you very much. Cheers, Rory.
Buy whatever we want on Steve and Chris.
Yeah, just stick it all on the invoice.
I
send
look
it.
forward to sending that.
Send it to Chris, not Rory.
I'm going to run out of the office when you send it, mate.
Brilliant.
How much roughly extra is the extra stuff in it?
So 20 metres hose, 120 quid each plus the VAT.
Hear no evil, see no
Yeah,
evil.
and then quick releases and bits and bobs. So depends where
It's
you want.
800 quid, isn't it?
No, I should, well, I don't know about the. I don't know. I can't remember what that Wellaway was now. that roof
Two something, two.
figure. Yeah. So you've already got the pole and everything for that, haven't you? So.
Yeah, it's literally just the screw fitting as long as it's got a screw.
So is that to be used on that?
As long as I can get, well, I'm going to need that to get this to the hot box, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to need that connection still.
So you basically want another male female, don't you? So
Yeah,
your hotbox connections are going to be M22.
Yeah, they're going to be screw.
So if I do one,
So if
because
I
you're going to have
screw
an in
that-
and out, aren't you?
Yeah, so
So if I just do another one of those with a male,
yeah,
and then you can just go snap, snap.
because it's
that right?
literally now because all it'll be is that hose will go to the hot box. So I just need the connector,
The
onto
male.
the end of there.
Fine. Okay, cool. Fine. So that's what you're looking for.
Wicked, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll go onto the hot box, and then that hose will literally just go straight in like that.
Fine.
And then
But if it's wrong, we'll just get you. We'll swap it over.
yeah, because that's literally because that. If you got a pressure washer hose,
Yeah.
that screws into the hot box like that.
Yeah.
So that'll just connect straight onto there,
Fine.
and then
Cool.
into the hot box, and then hot boxes is a standard. pressure
Yeah.
washer hose
Okay.
anyway,
Cool.
so-
No problem. No problem. So, so before we go through the machine, shall I get all the other bits
If you
that you
want,
want
mate.
made up? Would that be easier?
Yeah.
So you've now got a 1200mm turbo lance to go with that machine.
Yeah.
You got your standard lance. So they're both made up for that machine.
Cool.
Obviously on quick release. So what else? You want this twin lance
Yeah.
for that as well.
For that as well. Yeah. So that's all for one machine.
So that standard lance that you got there, or the fan jet lance, what are you going to be using that or not?
That'll probably be used for stonework and stuff like that. So. Well, now we were.
So why don't I, rather than me have one of these where you can split the pressure, why don't I just put a wider fan in there, or would that not work for you?
It's just when we're rinsing down patios, when you're getting into a corner, you want to.
Okay, fine. All right, no probs. Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
All right. So if I put 2 wide nozzles in here, then, and then you can just.
We don't use the chemical out in machines anyway.
No.
Non-chemical through it, so.
Fine. Okay. Fine. Let me.
And this go in the van, these two, then, Rob? Or?
Yeah, it can do, unless you want to run it up again and have a play with it. It's up to you.
All right, mate. So.
In fact, you know what? If you leave the standard lance, take the turbo lance, and then obviously when we run it up in a little while and I'll show you what's what, I can just put that on it, basically.
Right.
Right, I'll make this up for you. And then you can see whether you want it like that or with 2 nozzles in.
We literally just turn it down. I never knew that was just chemical.
Well, that's the idea of it, so that when you drop, because obviously we don't purposely fit a low pressure chemical nozzle on these, or injector, sorry. But these lances, they are chemical lances, so you turn it to drop the machine to low pressure, which then allow the chemical to siphon through. But we don't fit that system on our machines.
Start doing that with bleach now onto patios and stuff, couldn't we?
No, I wouldn't advise it. Not through there. No, I wouldn't advise it. So sorry. Grab that.
So you're like modifying this right now?
So basically, just changing the jets over. Obviously, each machine's jetted. Has their own sort of specific jet size to give you the pressure and the flow of the pump. So we're just putting the right jet in to make it right for the new machine. Your stuff's really good, by the way. I've there's quite a lot of it on YouTube. So
nice one.
They're really good, really well.
Yeah, trying to find a balance between like educational and trying to make it look interesting, I guess.
No, it's really good, mate.
Thank
you. Really good.
Oh, cheers.
Right, so
do you want to snap all these?
What I'll do, I know you need to get going, but very quickly, if I just run through the bits and bobs of it. I know you're not an idiot, and I know you've used these machines a million times before, but let me just throw that there a sec.
Because that's the one.
Yeah, fine. Cool. Yeah, obviously I know you know that as well. With that turbo lance, just be careful. Like for instance, don't lean it up like that. Yeah, if it goes over, because there's ceramic inside, it will smash the ceramic and it will break. So whenever you are laying it down, whatever, lay it down flat like that so it can't go over and knock. Yeah. So that's how I know you know all this stuff, but I'm going to have to go through it anyway. But obviously, high pressure pump, gearbox, engine, daily checks. Got a sight glass there for your pump, so oil level should be halfway. You should have a yellow dot on the sight glass there. That's where the oil level should be. You don't want it filled up to the top because it will start blowing it out the top. So, but just daily checks, make sure you're halfway and you're fine. Gearbox, same thing. Round this side, you've got another sight glass. Again, halfway is the correct level. You don't want to be filling up because again, do the same thing. It will just start blowing out the breather. Engine. You've got 2 dipsticks, the grey one here, and then there's a black one around this side, but it's a lot more difficult to get onto, so we always use this grey one. Basically, you kind of don't use the dipstick as such for a level, but you want to be able to see the oil, on the bottom of the thread. So when you take that dipstick out, obviously you'll see the internal threads of the engine there. As long as you can see the oil just on the bottom threads, that's perfect. Cool. But the beauty with the Hondas, obviously, they've got a low oil cutout. So if you're pulling it, I mean, you saw me then pull it, it started first time. If you're pulling it, it's not starting, first thing to check is your oil level, because if there's not enough oil in there, it just won't run. All right. Obviously, on-off switch around this side. Round the back here, obviously, you've got your controls. So you've got your throttle, obviously tortoise and hare. We always advise whenever you start the machine and turn the machine off, have the revs about halfway. Whenever starting and turning it off. So, and then obviously around the back here, the bottom one, the black one here is your fuel. Fuel, the on position is where it is now, right against the side of the engine casing, and then you've got your choke lever. Choke is the opposite way, so when the choke's on, it's towards me on this side, which has got a little arrow here. So obviously as soon as your engine's started, get your choke turned off, keep the revs halfway, and keep the revs halfway until the machine's actually bled up. So we've obviously on the machines that we build here, we fit this bleed valve. When the valve's in the open position, i.e. pointing towards the floor, as it is now, that means when you're starting up from scratch or every time you start the machine, that's where you want that bleed valve. So the idea is, if you didn't have that and you started the machine, you'd have to stand there for a little while with the trigger open for the water to bleed up. This saves all that. You just open the valve, You don't have to hold the trigger open, but it'll very, very quickly pour the water up from your drum round into the pump. And as soon as you get a steady flow of water coming out the side here, close your valve. Then once that's closed, you can bring your revs up and you're ready to use.
Cool.
So I just try and get in the habit of every time I switch the machine off.
The revs is that to take it off.
That's it, yeah. So you bring your revs up all the way this way, 4 revs. But once the machine's been bled up, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So obviously, like I say, once you've got a steady flow of water, close your valve, then you bring your revs up and you're ready to use.
With that, innit?
That's it, exactly that. So by dropping that and dropping the revs.
So doing a roof then, is it better to use that or that?
Personally, I would drop the revs. Cool. Because when you're dropping the revs, you're also saving a bit of fuel. Okay, yeah, and it's not as loud and things like that. So yeah, just drop the revs. You'll get to find whereabouts you want it pressure-wise, and then you can carry on as of like that. All right, now really, really important. I know Rory was doing it when he had to go, but he was bang, bang, bang on the trigger, sort of feeling the pressure. Yeah. Worst thing you can do. Every time you're banging that trigger, that unloader valve is a mechanical moving component. So you're just going to wear that out, and it'll start leaking, and you'll be in for replacement. Cool. So whenever you're using it, just nice, you know, there's nothing wrong with letting go of the trigger and pulling it again, but just don't be bang, 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 bang. Obviously you've got a suction hose and filter. Obviously make sure it's nice and clean water that you're using, and you've got a secondary water filter on the inlet as well. So whatever that miss is, this should catch, but the last thing you want is dirty water and dirt going into your pump. The other really important thing is when you've, like I said, when you've been using it, bring the revs back down to halfway, flick it off, and then really, really important, every time you finish with the engine stopped, just pull the trigger to release the pressure. Yeah. Cool. It just puts everything at rest. The hoses, the pump, everything's just then relaxed. Cool. Obviously exhaust, keep your hands well away from that. That gets very hot very quickly, as you know. Air filter, fuel tank. Any questions? No. Ready to use it, ready to go. Obviously you've got, like, as you know anyway, suction hose and filter, and then this is your, like what we call return to tank. Yeah. So what that means is you're going to stick both of them in your big blue barrel, yeah. And then when you let go of the trigger, it's actually still going to be sucking water up in around the pump, and then it bypasses it right back here and puts because what it does, it tries to keep the pump cool. So even when you're not pulling the trigger, it still pulls cold water from the tank, puts it around the pump, and puts the hot water back in the top of the tank. Yeah. So, but whatever happens, never leave the machine running for a period of time without using it. If ever you've got to go off and do something, always switch it off. Okay. Even with this return to tank system, they still can overheat, so just never leave it running without using it. Well, cool. All right? Yeah. Happy? Yeah, man. Perfect. Right, let's get you tidied up.
Let's see if we can get him to get another one.
Well, you obviously, when you're using it, if you just still want to ask me anything, just pick the phone up, we'll talk you through over the phone, but I know you know what you're doing anyway. But
grab that then, Alan.
Right, do you want a side each? You ready?
Coffee down.
And then I'll let you boys, sorry. Like I said, just make sure it does not go over on its side, because you'll be back tomorrow before you can use it if it does. I'll grab your lances and stuff.
Break it now.
Alright, twin lance.
And that's all for this one?
That is for correct, yeah, that's for that one.
So yeah, that's, no, that's push connectors on the side.
Turbo lance for that machine.
Cool.
Standard lance for that machine.
Cool.
2 turbo nozzles for your extendable lance, and I'll grab your hoses.
They got to go in the front of the van.
Again, guys, just make sure you don't drop them because they'll smash to bits. Two 20-metre hoses, both on quick release, so you can snap them together. I'll just double check we have actually got everything. Let me just double check. Sorted. Sorted. Yeah, all good. All done, I think. Nice one. Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
What are we doing down here, Aaron?
Picking up a hot box.
Yeah. Over in Cranfield.
I'm just going to shut this one a minute.
See the brakes in there.
Damage.
I'll do that one first. Has he never used it?
Huh?
Has he never used
No,
it?
it's literally, we used to have everything on one thing.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, we just stopped because we didn't do the roofs, did we? Cleaning.
Yeah.
And so we had it all separated, it's just sat.
Happy days. Yeah, go on, you can have the heavy end.
How am I going to get back out of here?
I don't know. You need to figure out. Oh, whoa, that's too heavy.
What? Break my arm doing that.
Alright, there you go. Lift the handles in first.
I'm going to have to climb over it, aren't
You ready?
No. Yeah, I would like to get out.
You're recording this, Sean. Go on, lift.
See, that's it. No, I can't go back any further because I'm there.
Right, bye. You all right there? Yeah, alright, I'll do it myself. It's alright, mate, don't worry. Oh. He's fat.
No, we was going to get rid of the pressure washer.
After I said I wouldn't say about the thing.
Unbelievable.
Rude.
See?
I've got a thing going down into that far corner there. I know you got to lay down, yeah, but that's still going to move. If you take and hook it onto that hook down in the far corner, you sure?
Yeah.
Well, you're driving, mate.
Yeah. I've already broke one beetle.
Right, I'll let you back down.
I got it. Cool.
How's it going, everyone? We're back here on location up at the city centre in Milton Keynes, where we are, of course, continuing to clean the exterior of this building up here. Just, getting the bits that we couldn't get last time we were up here. You might have seen one of our previous weekly videos. Cleaning that coping stone. Just getting the bits that we couldn't get before. And you'll see actually from some of this footage that, the boys have opted to leave the top bit for today. Just cracking on with the lower halves for now. Everything essentially that's below that, they're going to tackle that another day. Just continuing the job. The wind and the rain has sort of left a little bit. It's been a fine day, to be fair. Quite nice and warm compared to previously. But pretty windy still, and the rain comes and goes. But I think the boys are getting wetter from the job itself rather than the elements today, which is always a good sign. And so we'll just see how they get on today. But that'll about wrap it up for me and the RedClean Weekly for this week. Thanks once again for watching. Please do like, subscribe, comment, all that fantastic stuff. And yeah, have a great weekend, and I shall see you in the next one.